Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome
to the Talking Disney podcast,
where imagination leads the way, memories are waiting to be made, and every moment is just the beginning of a great big story. Join us as we discuss parks, films, history, and magic, one chat at a time. Here are your hosts, Jason, Cody, and James.
And welcome to episode 211 of the Talking Disney podcast. I'm your host, Jason, and I'm here once again with Cody and James. What's going on, guys?
Not much. What's happening?
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, that's my line.
That's
you don't ever use it, though.
You're supposed to say, I hate the Clarion.
I hate the Clarion.
I hate the Clarion. All right. I didn't even make it toward the Clarion area in my last trip, so I couldn't take a picture for you. So
I wouldn't have wanted a picture of it.
Yeah, I know. So episode 211, it's been a while.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
84 years.
It's been 84 years.
I had to find that clip tonight just for that.
Hasn't been quite that long. But
No, 3 weeks.
pretty close. Pretty
3
close.
weeks.
Almost sprouted a gray hair.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
One more, huh? Oh, I see it. It's right there. I see it. All right.
You know,
We had a lot going on, and then we had a trip to Disneyland. My family did for Kaylee's graduation. James joined us for like less than 24 hours, I think. By the time you got there,
24 hours. Yep.
And by the time you left, but
Yep.
better than nothing. Wish you could have stayed the whole week. Wish you both were there.
Yep. Me too.
You could have seen some cool things that I'll talk about here in a second. You might have seen on the news. So, stupid kids. But we'll get to that here in a second.
That actually happened the day that I was there. It was just later in the day.
Later
right?
in the day, yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah, you had already
But
left.
we'll
So
get to it.
I'll tell the whole story of what I know, or rumors. But yeah, I guess we could just get into it then, right?
Let's do it.
We don't need any pleasantries. Welcome to episode 211.
We already
talk
did
about-
the pleasantries.
Yeah, we did. Let's talk a little bit about my trip to Disneyland. And this is going to be the last time that I talk about a big trip to Disneyland for a while because we don't have any future trips planned yet. Although Marcia keeps hinting, she's like, I really like the Halloween merchandise and I really like the Christmas merchandise. So,
Yep.
so we will see.
The Christmas merchandise looks pretty cool. I like that Disneyland hat with
That
the
hat, yeah, with the light, the Disneyland.
I'm getting that for sure.
So, and she really likes some of the Halloween stuff and the costumes for Mickey and Minnie. She's like, last year we were there and they weren't that great, and then we're not going to be there this year. And she loves them.
You guys are going.
We'll see. We'll
You're
see.
going.
We'll see. We'll see how much I can get for selling blood or plasma, and then maybe I can save up. So,
Start with a kidney.
so no, I need my kidneys right now. But yeah, we went to Disneyland. I was telling Cody earlier, we went on a 12-day trip around the West Coast. We hit 7 states on our trip, 2,700 miles, and we started out in Disneyland.
Throwing cigarette butts out the window as you went.
Yep.
Lighting
Yeah, we
everything
left-
on fire.
We left June 19th to head to Vegas, which was Friday. We got to Vegas that night. We crashed at James's house. Half of us crashed at Mom's house. And then the next day we took off for Disneyland. James met us there a little bit later.
Yep.
We went and hung out in downtown Disney, had dinner at Centrico.
Was that your first time?
No,
You've been there
numerous
you've been
times.
several times, right?
I tried
good.
something new this time. What's that thing I had? It was like a shrimp
Shrimp chorizo taquitos, right?
Yeah, and they were actually pretty good. Yeah, I was worried because it said like pickled onions and coleslaw, and I'm not a huge fan of either of those, but they weren't inside of it. It was
On the side.
it was like on a bed of coleslaw, and then the pickled onions were on top. So I just took them off. But other than that, it was great.
Everything I've had there has been really good.
Really good. Yeah. Luckily, they sat us in the shade. We didn't have to sit in the sun. The sun was kind of going down at the point, so kind of got a little bit in the face. But overall, dinner was good. Walked around. We tried that ice cream, or what's it called? The Philadelphia style ice cream, right? Or whatever it's called.
Philadelphia style Italian ice.
Yes, was really good.
Taste happiness.
Yes, James got some video of us eating it.
I can't find my GoPro. Like I'm trying to
What?
post some TikToks. I'm trying to put it, and I've
You-
got all this. I've got all this
Last I
content.
saw it, it was attached to your shirt.
Not
and
like I don't have all this content, but I have different things that we recorded that I wanted
Yeah.
to post, and I've been looking for my GoPro all week. I can't find it.
is it in? You took your truck or your car?
Truck.
Is it in the truck?
I did not
In
see
your
it in there.
suitcase or something? How weird.
I did not see it in there.
You'll find it eventually.
Yeah,
But yeah, we had that. But I think the best thing we had was Kathy's cookies.
those were fantastic,
I was
aren't they?
kind of shocked. Yeah. We tried a little sleeve of them. We ended up later in the trip. I went and bought a bucket to take with us to Phoenix. Jordan went and bought a bucket to take back with him to Vegas and back to here. But they're really good. I would say of the 3 cookies that I know you can get, like the Cookie Num Num over in DCA, those cookies over at the Harbor Galley. I think Kathy's cookies are the best ones. They're a little smaller, I think, or they're not as fat as the ones over at Harbor Galley.
Okay.
And obviously the Cookie Num Num, it comes in. It's a pretty big cookie.
Yeah, it is.
But they're kind of skinny, but they're fresh. They're nice and soft.
They're great.
They
and
sound
even-
really good.
Even a couple days later, they were still soft. The ones we have yesterday started getting hard because we bought them last Wednesday.
So
and
almost a week. So
almost,
about 5
yeah.
days.
Yeah, I would say 4 days is good. You could probably throw it in the microwave though and soften it up a little. But yeah, they were good. They were good. I'm gonna save the bucket, throw it in with my memorabilia stuff. Kathy's cookies.
Nice.
Is it going to be a place you stop every time you go now, at least for a sleeve?
Definitely for a sleeve. Yeah. Yeah.
gonna
If you
have to try it in
have
August.
6 or 7 people, you can probably kill a bucket in a day.
Yeah.
I mean, we killed a sleeve with, what was there, 9 of us
Yeah.
in like 2 minutes. So
Yep. That
They
did
do
not
sell-
last long.
they do sell milk if you want some
But-
milk and cookies.
But that was fine for that night because we had just eaten the Italian ice and we had
Yes.
just eaten a Century Coast.
So
So
we
by the
went
time
from
we got to there,
yeah.
I
we went
really
from-
wanted to go get those deep fried Hawaiian things from
I
the
thought
other
about you when
place.
I went to get the cookies. I was like, man, we never got to try the deep fried
Yeah.
King's Hawaiian rolls. So
Yeah.
Where are those at?
just
Just in
down
one of
from the
those
cookies.
booths, just
Yeah.
down from there. Like, do they sell corn dogs there?
Corn dogs, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
at
it's
the-
California corn dogs or something.
Yeah, it's whatever it is.
think it might be there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just 3 Hawaiian rolls and they deep fry them and dip them in cinnamon and sugar.
So
That
we ate
sounds
dinner
good.
and then we went immediately to get the ice and then we went immediately to get the cookies and then James was like, oh, I want to stop and get a fried King's Hawaiian roll. By that time, I mean, I was
going to, but I legitimately started to feel a little sick.
Yeah.
I don't think I said anything, but I was like,
uh,
oh, this is a little too much.
yeah, I think I made the joke after the cookies. My blood sugar thing was saying, "What the hell are you doing?" So, yeah, we passed on that. But when I was walking to get the cookies, I was like, "Oh man, maybe I should get one just to tell James if they're good." But
Yep.
I didn't get one. I actually got some little hot dog things at Wetzel's Pretzels. So
Oh, I love those things.
yeah. Maddie was with me. She got some churro with strawberry stuff on it and some cream. So we skipped the deep fried King's Hawaiian rolls. But yeah, so we were there Saturday, ate dinner, hung out in downtown Disney a little bit, went in the Lego store, World of Disney, things like that. And then we took off to get some sleep to go to Disneyland the next day. We did rope drop on that Sunday. And when we got in, we didn't rope drop for a particular ride. It was Kaylee's trip. So she just wanted to be there at the hub when they open it up and you see people jetting off. So she ended up wanting to ride Big Thunder first. So we went and did Big Thunder. She would have picked Pirates, but it was closed. Happened to open 2 days after we left. So
Yeah, they were too busy ruining the attraction, but we'll get into that later.
I'm with Cody on that one.
That's on the notes. I'll share my thoughts too. But yeah, so we went and rode the ride, and at that point, James and Teresa went to do something else, which was cool. If you want to talk about that,
Yeah, I'll take a few minutes for that. So as we were walking over that morning to meet you guys, we were a little bit behind you, but not too far. I jumped on real quick because it was Father's Day that Sunday and just checked because I know they do a special Father's Day brunch at the Plaza Inn, which they always have the character dining, which is usually Minnie's character dining, but for Father's Day, it's Goofy and Max. And so as we were walking over, checked to see if they had any openings, and they did. And so I called Jason real quick to see if they wanted to join us, but they wanted to go start doing rides and stuff, which was cool. So I just went ahead and got a reservation for Teresa and I. And after rope drop started, we just went and got in line over at Plaza Inn and had breakfast there. And it was great. We were able to snag an 8:05 reservation. And so even before they dropped the ropes, we were able to get over there in line, and we were one of the first people in to the restaurant. So that was kind of cool. I mean, we got to see several characters before we even got any food. Geppetto came right over and started interacting with us for a while, and we got to see Chip and Dale, of course. And of course, we took a picture with Goofy and Max there at the front. Who else did we see? Winnie the Pooh. We saw Donald Duck. We saw, I don't know, I think there's another one or two. But yeah, it was good. And since it was brunch, they had a bunch of different food, all kinds of different things. And
Nice.
And yeah, it was a lot of fun. So we were there for about an hour, I think. And then I know we knew you guys were going to be heading over to Big Thunder and then picking up some breakfast, I think a Jolly Holiday or maybe a breakfast chimichanga. And so I think by the time we met up with you, I think you were in Fantasyland. So
Yeah.
But yeah, that Father's Day brunch was kind of cool. I love doing the character breakfast anyways, but doing it for Father's Day was kind of cool. They gave us a couple pins, and I don't think I showed you the pins that they gave us. Not pins, but like the
buttons.
Like the buttons.
Yeah.
And they were pretty cool. They're Father's Day ones. They have Goofy and Max on them, and but I don't think I showed you. So yeah, that was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually looked at those reservations when I first heard about them, and by the time I looked, they were already booked. It would have been cool to go, but I was like, it's for Kaylee. So,
Yep.
and later she said, well, I'd have been fine with you going, but I decided not to. So yeah, we went on Big Thunder. We hit a couple rides, Mr. Toad, Snow White. I think James met us over at Dumbo. Didn't go on Dumbo with us. That's where we saw one of Marcia's favorite YouTubers, Fresh Baked, in line. We said hi to him, and then he rode the ride. So I got some video of him riding the ride. I was gonna find a way to like send it to him, be like, "Hey, I saw you on Dumbo," and then he gets off, and James sees him and gets a picture with him, and Marcia's like, "What the heck?"
I felt really bad too. Like I was like,
no, that's fine.
Because you sent us the picture. I was with Teresa and with Mom.
Yeah.
And they're
I sent him up the one. He was in line. I was like, hey, he's in line.
And you sent a picture saying, hey, Fresh Baked is here. And I was like, oh, cool. He's in the line. And then we came over, they used the bathroom. We came over and we're waiting for you at the exit. And that's when we saw, it's like, oh, he's going to be getting on in a second. And we're sitting right next to the exit. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I gotta ask him for a picture when he comes off. He's going to be walking right past me. And then I'm like, but I don't want to make Marcia mad.
No, she wasn't mad. She was just...
And it was funny because Clapping Peter was on the ride at the same time as him. And
I didn't even see him.
I didn't catch video of them, but as they walked out the exit, they both like walked into each other. They didn't walk into each other, but they both got to the exit gate at the exact same time. And I wish I had my GoPro going at that point because, to see the two of them together.
Yeah.
Peter started, I said, hey, clapping. Peter. And he starts clapping. And
yeah, I saw him later in the day from a distance, but yeah, I wasn't close.
And then Fresh Baked came through and I was like, hey, can I get a picture? And he's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask him, I was like, you know what? My sister-in-law would love to meet you.
Yeah.
Can you just wait? But I was like, I don't.
He actually hung out for a minute while we were on the ride. He was recording, and then by the time we were coming down, he was walking toward the teacups.
Yeah.
So,
and I felt bad. I legitimately felt bad because if I was in Marcia's shoes and it's someone that I really want to meet, I would be like feeling jealous about it. And I mean, still okay because it's
she got to say hi to him. He said hi. So
okay. Well, I saw him because when you guys walked through, like when he was going into the last little area of the queue, it looked like you guys were right next to each other. So I was like, oh, well maybe they'll get a chance to interact or grab a picture or something?
He had gone out and was standing on the number of his elephant, and we were kind of behind him, but he was recording and talking.
Yeah.
So I actually saw him a couple days later in DCA. I was walking by over by the Golden Zephyr, and he was coming the other way recording. I was like, oh, I might be on his video. So I went and looked at the video, and at the time I passed him, he was recording himself, not forward. So I could see myself for a couple seconds when I walked by him. But
and he was recording Dumbo also while you guys were on there. But I haven't seen that video. I saw the one of him in DCA where he did the state of DCA or whatever. Yeah. And he references being there on Father's Day. And I think he references that he was going to make a video, but hadn't made it for that part of that day yet.
I think he does some videos that are like in like a paywall too, that you can pay to get. So gotcha. I'm not sure. I know he's got a couple different YouTube channels. So she was excited that she saw him. So
he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy.
If you go
he was very gracious, when I asked to take a picture, he was like, yeah, sure.
He has to be, because if you watch his videos, how many times people say hi to him when he's just walking, and he always says hi. Yeah. He could be a mid sentence and he'll say hi and then he'll go back to talking. So
there was a cool guy. I was glad I got a picture with him.
Yeah.
But I did. Yeah. I legitimately felt bad. I was like, and I really was going through in my mind. I was like, man, should I ask him to wait until Marcia gets off?
You got to ask. Oh no, I mean, you got to ask for the picture next time we go, if he's there, obviously. And on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's a good chance you'll see him once or twice.
Yeah.
I'll
be looking for him at D23.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So and then I saw him from afar. I've seen him from afar the last two D23s, but I've never been able to like go up to him. And he's usually with kind of like a group. And I feel like James's situation, he was
by himself.
He's by himself. It'd be easier to be like, hey, but when at D23 last time, he was with Adam the Woo and Chris Provost and his wife and a couple of other people, I think Justin Scard. And so I was like, I don't like,
he's with his at friends. D23, if I could get him and Chris together and get a picture with both of them, she would be super jealous. So, because those I think those are two of her favorites. So
I'd like to get a picture with Fresh Baked with David.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So we saw him, we've seen him several times. And then I think the first ride James went on with us, we went over to Mickey and Minnie and waited in line. We went on like
we did Pinocchio before going over there.
Did we?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I did not write Pinocchio down. You are right. I was making a list.
We went on Pinocchio actually before Dumbo.
Yeah, we did.
Yep. Pinocchio.
Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. We had 22 rides that day on the first day.
That's the other character we saw at breakfast was Pinocchio.
Oh, with Geppetto.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't together, but Pinocchio did come out later.
Yeah, so we got 22 rides in that day. We were there till 10:30 before we decided to call it a day. And that's the day we had Lightning Lane for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And around 5:30, that Lightning Lane got canceled, turned into a multi-pass experience because a kid fell off the ride. He didn't fall off.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
He attempted to get out of the ride vehicle at the top of the hill. Rumors are he was attempting to get out and then get into the next one. I don't know if he knew some people in the back. I heard his mom was with him in the first one. I'm not sure. And one of the videos I saw, it looks like somebody reaches for him, but then it almost looks like she pushes him.
The video is so hard to tell exactly what happened, or like really that's the spot that you chose to get out. Like,
right.
What are you thinking?
Right. So it ended up shutting the ride down for the whole night. Obviously, they had to do probably some inspections just to make sure everything was good. But this kid slid down that 52 whatever foot drop, and it's not a smooth drop.
No.
Well, there's it's not meant for a person to slide down. It's meant for a log
Yeah,
I can only imagine what's at the bottom.
At the bottom. Yeah.
And I've seen this in a couple different articles where people have reported about it. I mean, great job for the cast member to shut the ride down so that the next log behind didn't come down and just clobber him, because that could have been.
Oh, he would have died.
That means they were. There must be somebody just watching that camera constantly.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's like their only job.
Yeah, because the ride vehicle went down. He followed it because it looks like he was trying to get out, and then he stumbled.
Yeah,
and then fell back onto the track, and they stopped before the next one came down.
Because it looked like he was trying to step off of it after the log was already like facing down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the last thing. Ridiculous. That's the last thing I'm thinking about doing when I'm at the top of the hill. So
I will admit, going up that hill, I have thought several times, like, man, maybe I just want to get out of this thing right now. But I don't want to be banned for life. So
we didn't get to ride Tiana that night. And it was one of those things where, because we had got the lightning lane, like when we got there first thing, and then we just kept pushing it back. Because I mean, James and them were there for a while. And then it's like, okay, we're going to go eat, and then we're going to go on to Tiana's, and then nope, closed down. So I walked over later in the night. They had the door shut. There's some cast members standing around there, some people in suits. So at that point,
management came out.
At that point, I had heard what happened, but I hadn't seen the video. And then later that night, I think Kaylee found it on TMZ.
Yeah,
and sent it to me. So
the video, I mean, it's terrible quality, but the angle makes it look like it came from like somebody standing on like the viewing bridge.
Yeah.
But I don't know why the quality would be so bad if it came from somebody's phone.
Disney has video. I thought it would get out, but it might be one of those things like, hey, if it gets out, we find out who did it, you're fired.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure totally. They have one.
They've got cameras everywhere. I mean, for them to be on top of it the way they were, to have the ride shut down so that way the next log didn't come down 10, 15 seconds later, whatever it is, on top of the kid. Because I'm sure once he hit the bottom of the slope, he probably stayed there.
Yeah.
And had to like crawl out or I don't know if he was unconscious or
what the heck just happened. I mean, I heard he went to the hospital with cuts and scrapes and bruises, but no concussions, no broken arms, broken legs.
Would have been
totally different had that cast member not stopped the next vehicle coming down. I mean, what's the speed that you're dropping at? 40 something miles an hour?
I think so.
Yeah, getting hit 52-foot drop, getting hit by that log coming down. Imagine being the
pound log.
Yeah, being the first person on that log, and then you see a kid standing there.
You probably wouldn't. Well, because you got like the mist.
That's true. Yeah, you might not see him.
No,
that would have been so bad.
Yeah. So luckily, it didn't turn out that way. But haven't heard much news. Like, is the family banned? I would assume you can't come back for a little while. You can't be 13 years old. You know better at 13 years old to get out of the log. And there's no way they can sue them, I don't believe, because there's safety instructions. They give you safety instructions. There's safety instructions, I believe, in the boat. Maybe. If not, it's all over the entrance. They tell you, keep your hands, feet, arms inside, and supervise your children at all times.
Yeah.
So, if there's
I think Disney is very good about making sure that it can't be spun that Disney was held liable or negligent,
Right. Now that 10, 15 years ago when that guy died on Big Thunder, I'm sure they paid out some money for that. Because that was nothing that the guy did. The way derailed or something, or the front locomotive somehow came up and the cars went underneath it or something like that. So that's nothing the rider did. I'm sure that family got paid out, but with this one, getting out of the ride vehicle, it's crazy. I mean, I see videos of people get out of the ride vehicle like It's a Small World and Pirates, but to get out on the top of the drop.
I've even seen it on, actually, I think I was on it when I had someone get off the train at Big Thunder while it was going up like the lift hill, the goat hill, the TNT hill.
Right.
Someone got out.
They got out of their lap bar?
Yeah. I mean, if you're sitting next to somebody that's bigger than you, it wouldn't be difficult to wiggle out.
Hey.
I'm just saying. If you are not equal in size to the person sitting next to you, you are not very secure.
Right.
You know, the smaller individual. So
yeah. So one of the off the kid, one of the highlights, not really a highlight, but it's something I've never done before. We went on Space Mountain later that night, and you guys have told the story of starting to take off or whatever, and then they slide you over.
Oh yeah, you go left into the.
We got to not actually into the tunnel, but you know they have that spare one sitting there for like handicap. They can load it. We got to load.
Slides over.
Yeah, we got to load into that one because there was only one person in there and they needed people. So it's kind of cool. We got to load in that one and then it slid us out and then we took off. So cool. We didn't get to go in that spare area wherever you went, Cody.
You haven't gone left into the fat person tunnel of shame.
No, not yet. Hey, not yet.
Really hurt my feelings here, Cody. Why are all these big people on ride references have to do with me?
I didn't the Big Thunder Mountain had nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
The Space Mountain situation, I think there were 4 or 5 of us that were guilty there.
Yeah, so that's something it's always cool to do something that you've never done before. So we loaded in there, and we've done it at Mickey and Minnie's before too, where we loaded in the handicap area because it was just Marsh and I, and they needed more people. So they took us over there. But yeah, so that's the first day. We were there for 4 days. DCA on Monday was kind of cool. We went to the character breakfast over at the Grand Californian and hung out with Mickey, Minnie, and all them. Had some breakfast. But before that, Kaylee wanted to, Marsha wanted to rope drop DCA and not to go on Radiator Springs, not to go on Guardians of the Galaxy because she doesn't do that one anymore. But she hasn't got to go on the Ferris wheel for like the last 4 times because I won't go with her. So she's like, we're going to rope drop the Ferris wheel.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, cool. So we went, they have you line up in different areas now. We were right before, I believe, Cars Land, and we were waiting there. So when the rope drops, a bunch of people go left. We went straight over Pixar, over the bridge, headed to the Ferris wheel. Got there, first one's there.
Big surprise.
Yeah. So
that makes about as much sense as Cody and Tyler rope dropping the Silly Symphony swings.
But I'll tell you what was cool about it. I didn't go on it. So they got on it, everybody but me and Jordan, I think. Or no, Jordan got on it the first time. But instead of, because on the Ferris wheel, if you've been on it, you load, you go up one, they load, you go up, and then they take you around one time. Yeah. They got in it and they just went around twice. Like they didn't stop the whole time.
Well, there was no one to stop it for.
No one to stop it for, which I think is kind of cool for them because they didn't have to wait. And then they were done. Jordan got off, and then a couple of people switched because they were in the swinging one. Mom was in the not swinging one. Somebody else got in this. I think Marcia moved to the non-swinging one with Mom, so Kaylee could jump in the swinging one. Nobody was in line yet, so they went again.
Nice.
But then the cool part, we got done with that. And we're like, let's make our way over to Goofy Sky School. So we walk over there, no one in line. So we got on Goofy Sky School. We're riding it. We get to we ride it. We're heading back to the entry, and the guy's like, "Hey, no one's in line. You guys want to go again?" So they didn't even stop us. We just rode through, and we did that 3 times. So.
Nice.
They rode Ferris wheel twice. We did Goofy's twice, and it was only like $8.25. We had breakfast, I think, at $8.50. So at that point, we got to the third one. I was like, hey, even if nobody's in line, we got to start heading over to get breakfast. But by that time, people were in line. And I was talking to one of the cast members as we were slowly rolling through, I think the second time. I was like, what time you guys start getting busy over here? He goes, really not a huge line. It's like 9:15, 9:30. He said, if you come this way, you can knock out Little Mermaid, Jumping Jellyfish, the Golden Zephyr, Silly Symphony Swings, Goofy, the Ferris wheel, and Inside Out Whirlwind. They said in like the first hour and 15 minutes, and then you've got them done for the day. You don't have to wait. So I was like, that's probably pretty. I mean, if you had little kids. That might be the way to go. That way you're not waiting in line with them all day.
Trying to hit Guardians, Soarin', Racers,
and Credit Coaster.
Credit Coaster.
Yeah.
Yep.
So So I thought that was interesting. Something we've never done before. We got on quite a few rides that day, but not as many because there's not as many over in DCA. We did get to ride Incredicoaster twice at night, which I love. Incredicoaster.
Were you park hopping or no?
We did have park hopper tickets, but we did not park hop the first or second day.
Okay.
So, with the military salute tickets, you just purchase a park hopper for all of them or for none of them. So, yeah, we rode those rides. We got on Radiator Springs, did Mermaids, Braxton, Kaylee, Mom, and Maddie went on Guardians. I stayed with Marsh.
Grandma got to go on Guardians?
She loves Guardians. Like, that's her favorite ride. Yeah, I'll have to find the picture and show you the picture. She loves that ride.
Wow. Okay.
So she went on it twice. She went on it that day.
I didn't realize she liked that ride.
Yeah, and then they went on it again the last day.
Everybody likes that ride.
Yeah. It's not when I have to go on. I'll go on it if I have to. And if nobody would have gone with Maddie, then I would have gone, but there was people there to go with her. So
I love
I'll
that
just
ride.
stay off.
I almost walked over there on Sunday on our way out just to go ride it.
Just to go on it real quick.
Yeah.
If you'd have mentioned it, Maddie would have ran over there with you.
Yeah, I should have
So
said something.
even mom might have went. You could have pushed her over there and got on Guardians one time. And
dang it, I missed my chance.
You did. Wednesday, Tuesday, we did do a little park hopping later in the day. Oh, we stayed at, we watched the World of Color show Monday night. It's been a while. I thought it'd been a while since the kids seen it, but Kaylee said she had saw that one last August. And mom likes to see it too. So Sunday and Monday, we're not busy at all. Like the crowds were great. Monday, yeah, we looked at ride times and they weren't long at all. We rode Rise. We didn't buy the lightning lane for that one. We just waited in line because it said 35 minutes, but we waited 25.
Did you ride the Falcon, Millennium Falcon?
Yeah.
Smuggler's Run? So you got to see the new Mandalorian and Grogu?
Yeah. It's
pretty cool.
Kind of cool. Yeah. I got to pilot that one because nobody wanted to pilot. So
nice.
What do you mean nobody wanted to?
Maddie wanted to pilot. I offered it to Kaylee and Braxton, and they're like, "We did it last time." So I got to pilot. They were the gunners, and Jordan and Marsha were the engineers.
What kind of attitude is that?
Exactly.
We were pilots last time.
It's been a while
what
since.
What kind of logic are they applying to this
move
situation?
over?
I don't know. It's been a while since Marsha and I rode it because we've gone just us two the last couple of times, and I don't go on it when it's just us two.
Because you get stuck as the engineers.
You get stuck as the engineer, or, but yeah. So it was fun to ride it. We rode Rise. Mom likes that one too. That was on Sunday. Monday we did DCA, saw World of Color. We went back shortly after World of Color. I think we actually rode. Did we ride Incredicoaster 3 times that day? I think we rode it early in the day, and then they went back, and me, Jordan, and Maddie went on it twice, and then we headed back to the hotel. So Tuesday we kind of did. I think we did a little bit of both. Nothing really crazy happened Tuesday. It was busier Tuesday than it was the previous day.
Fresh Baked did a video. He put out a video. He was there on Tuesday at Disneyland. He was trying to do this challenge. He creates these like challenges for himself and kind of makes up his own rules.
Right. Ride a certain amount of rides before 10 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, this time it was like, I think he was trying to do 10 rides within 5 hours, but you couldn't start the challenge like any earlier than 11 a.m. So you couldn't take advantage of like, any rope drop, lack of crowds. You had to do it kind of during the middle of the day when it's in theory the busiest point of the day.
Yeah.
You had to do like a quick service lunch, and you could only do like so many rides that had fast pass or whatever. But anyways, he was there that Tuesday, and he was saying how busy it was that day.
It was definitely busier than Monday, Tuesday, but not as busy as I've seen it before. If Marsha and I would have been there, she would have said, "Oh, today's busy." I'd have been like, "It's not too bad," but it was busy then. Wednesday was kind of the same way. Tuesday and Wednesday, we kind of rode some of our favorites, and then we jumped on some that we didn't get to ride before. Like we got on Peter Pan on Tuesday. We did the Return to Q or whatever with Mom. So we did that. We went and did something else, and then came back and got on Peter Pan real easy. Went on Casey Jr. to see the we didn't ride it last time to see the new Rapunzel area. We rode the train. Unfortunately, it's the dinosaurs and the Grand Canyon is still blocked off doing refurbishment. So there's like pictures of dinosaurs and but it's cool. And then we stuck around and watched Paint the Night that night and fireworks. So
I just saw someone post because of the whole thing with pirates, what's going on, that they said when you bring the dinosaurs back, they better not have these faces on them. You better not do this to us, Disney.
That would be funny. That would be funny. And then the last day we just kind of we started over in Disneyland. We went over to DCA for a while and then we came back to Disneyland. Rode the submarine that day. Some of the stuff we didn't get to do, Roger Rabbit, in the first day. So, and then closed it out. We did Space Mountain twice, Matterhorn, and then the Rockets. And then we took off. We closed out the park that night. So we got there. We were there for opening on Wednesday. Didn't rope drop it. And we were I think we were walking in at like 7:50 or so. And then Tuesday, or the DCA day, or no, Tuesday, we actually went home a little early that night because we knew we were going to be getting there early. So on Wednesday, but yeah, we had a good time. There wasn't a lot of new crazy food that we tried. I did have a hot dog, mac and cheese with bacon on top from Refreshment Corner that I thought was pretty good. We
Nice.
had
Sounds good.
yeah, it was me and Maddie had it. We had our chicken, our fried chicken at the Plaza Inn. So yeah, it was
okay. I think the last time James was there, he said it didn't.
Marcia said it didn't taste right, but I thought it tasted great. So I don't know.
Interesting.
We'll have to try it again. So, but yeah, we had a good time. And then unfortunately not unfortunately, but we did have to leave fairly early the next morning. I think by the time we got to bed, I got to bed at 1, Marcia got to bed at 2, and then we had to leave Anaheim at 7 to make our way. Me, Maddie, and Marcia make our way to Phoenix because she had a volleyball tournament. So Phoenix or Anaheim to Phoenix, not a bad drive at all. It was like 5.5 hours. If I lived in Phoenix, it would never happen. But if I lived that close, I would definitely have James's pass because you could leave Phoenix
only like an hour longer than James's commute.
You can leave Phoenix at 7 in the morning. You can be out to Anaheim by 1.
Yeah.
And then enjoy the day. So we spent 4 days in Phoenix. Average temperature was like 110, 112. Got a little bit of, finally got used to driving around downtown, finding parking garages, because the convention center doesn't have its own. They have their parking structure, but it was full when I tried to reserve some. But tournament was good. They had some great games. They had some not so great games. I think they had fun. Would have liked to play a little longer on Sunday because Thursday through Saturday was kind of bracket or pool play. So the first day they were, I don't know, tired. Maddie was tired from the trip to Disneyland. I could tell. Their coach said that a lot of them had been swimming that morning, so they got to play. They didn't start playing until 3, and you could tell they were just sluggish. They didn't win a game that day. They were 0-3. Next day they came back and they were 3-0. So
Nice.
they ended up getting to whatever their bracket was on Sunday. They won their first game. Unfortunately, they lost their second game. So from what I heard, the team they lost to was from California. It was a really good team. So, but they got to play teams from Oklahoma, Florida, Texas, California. They didn't play any of the overseas teams because they just didn't happen to fall in their bracket. But there were teams from China, Japan, Canada, England. So,
Wow.
99 courts, I think, in total. 2 floors of the North Phoenix Convention Center, 1 floor on the South Phoenix Convention Center. Just huge. So I don't know the exact count of teams, but there were teams all over the place. Stayed at the Hilton Tapatio Resort. It was like 30 minutes from the convention center. Really nice place. Had like 4 or 5
That's
different
a crazy
pools.
partnership, Hilton and Tapatio.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called, Tapatio something.
Instead of a little bar of soap in the bathroom, you get a little bottle of hot sauce.
But it's a nice resort, really hilly, so we had to walk up and down a lot of hills. 5 different pools. I think there's a golf course attached to it, so it's a nice thing. We had a good time. It was long, 12 days traveling. Like I said, 2,600 miles. We're glad to be home. So I think there was something else I wanted to mention about Disneyland. I said, don't forget to talk about this, but you know what? I forgot.
Oh man, you didn't write it in the notes?
I was driving when I thought about it, and I didn't want to get to an accident. So I did kill a bird on the way home, but
well, what'd you do that for?
that's his fault for flying in front of me when I'm doing 85. And it
Don't
sucked.
blame the bird.
It sucked too, because I hit it. They were both sleeping. They woke up because it was loud. It flew right in front of me and then just nosedive, and then I just barely clipped it. If it would have got a foot lower, it would have hit like the bumper part, and it would just flew like it would have died, but it would have got stuck in our grill. It just happened to hit at the right point. His head got stuck in the grill. And by the time we stopped 80 miles later, I got out. I was like, oh, dang, I got to pull this bird out. And it was stuck in there good.
I thought you said you barely clipped it. You barely clipped it.
No, I would have barely
clipped it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I missed that part.
I would have still clipped it pretty good, but if it would have hit the bumper, it's solid, and it would have just hit, splatted, and then went off. But when I hit it, I looked back. I didn't see anything debris like flying away. So I was like, this guy's probably stuck in my grill.
He might have been alive for a little bit. I mean, 80 miles later. I mean, he might have been like
there was no way I could
have smell a little funny.
There was no way I could have saved him, even if he was alive. So he actually damaged the grill a little. He broke off one of the plastic pieces.
Oh man!
I have it still because it was like half broke. That's where his head was, and it was bad. Let's just say.
Would you keep it for a trophy?
Big bird?
No, it was a
big
small.
bird.
It wasn't. I didn't kill Big Bird.
Big Bird.
It wasn't yellow.
Big Bird.
I don't know. It was just some bird. It was like it had a yellow beak, and I don't know. It was brown, but I don't know what type of bird it was. I couldn't tell from the 3 different pieces that it was in by the time I got it out of my grill. So,
man.
But yeah.
Hope you washed your hands after.
Oh yeah, sanitized all that. Maddie was helping me try to get because
he was pulling an Ozzy Osbourne.
There's a part that fell off inside the grill, and then we had to try to get that out. So we've got forks and stuff and tweezers that we're trying to reach in because we can't. Yeah,
forks and tweezers.
We lifted them
away afterwards.
We lifted up the hood, and obviously you can't get down in front of the radiator because it's all blocked off with plastic stuff. I had to take it all apart, so we were trying to squeeze it through the grill. You're
like, hey, Maddie, go get your tweezers. Go get the tweezers from your mom.
Well, she was trying to.
What are you doing with the tweezers?
She had a napkin, and she was trying to, because my fingers won't fit in there. Hers would. She was trying to pull it out. She couldn't get a hold of it, so I was like, hey, do we have any tweezers? Could you just reach in our tweezers, grab it, and just yank? And we finally got it out. Got to back home, and we stopped by a car wash and washed it really good. So, but yeah, killed a bird.
Yikes.
I think that was it. We didn't saw a bunch of fires on the way home, which sucks. The whole West Coast seems like it's on fire, but yeah, that's my Disney trip.
Nice.
Yeah. Next trip we talk about will be D23. I think, right?
I'm excited.
I'll be talking about one. Well, yeah. Well, we talked about D23. I was going to say one before then, but it's the same week.
It's kind of combined. Yeah.
Yep.
So let me pull up. I do have, did I save it? Yeah. So I guess today, was it the 20th? Yeah, the 30th. Saw an article that they have posted the panels for D23. Did you guys get it? Yeah. Did you guys get a chance to see it? Not all of them, but a majority of them. I think I heard July 17th you could start making.
Was that the link you sent us?
I don't even think it's majority, is it? I think it was just a handful of select panels.
That's why I'm asking if it was the link, because the link that I looked at, it didn't look like there was very many.
Let me see. Let me pull up the link that I sent you guys.
From what I saw, unless I missed something, what I saw was they were featuring some that were going to be in the afternoon, like 4 to 6 or 7 or whatever.
Okay, so let me go through this list.
PM
so
is what I
Friday and Saturday at 7, and then at 6:30 they're doing a Disney Rewind concert. This is from D23, the official fan club website. Disney Rewind concert. Don't miss the ultimate throwback event showcasing the very best Disney hits of the 80s and 90s. Relive the magic. VHS vibes with this live mixtape concert spanning Powerline, Disney Afternoon, Muses, and more, brought to life by Disney, Broadway, and animation stars. Unfortunately, we'll be heading over to the Honda Center at those times.
Yeah. So see, I think that's why they've highlighted these, because they still have afternoon tickets available for sale. Yeah. But then if trying to get people to buy those afternoon tickets.
So if you clicked down,
I didn't click down.
So Friday, August 14th, additional must-see panels available to all Fan Pass and afternoon ticket holders will include on Friday, August 14th, Walt Disney, 125 years of inspiration. Join D23 as we salute Walt Disney's 125th birthday. Hear from those who knew him, legends who were inspired by Walt, and continue his legacy, plus enjoy some special performances, all inspired by and in fun celebration of Walt Disney. Also that day is Ink and Paint at Disney Animation. Watch the magic behind the ink and paint department at Disney Animation come together before your eyes. From an animator's drawing to an inker transferring the image onto a cell, and then a painter bringing it to life with vibrant color. There is magic with every stroke of a pencil and brush. Also, 20 years of Enchanted, a love letter to Disney. Join co-hosts Nina West and Kevin Lima, director of A Goofy Movie, Tarzan, and Enchanted, as we celebrate 20 years of Enchanted with fast-paced Easter egg-filled tribute featuring special guests and a surprise from the Walt Disney Archives collection. Also that day, the quest ahead for Disney Lorcana trading card game.
Lorcana!
The Disney Lorcana TCG team at Ravensburger can't wait to tell fans about all new events coming to Disney locations, upcoming set releases in 2027, and more. Stories to play into from the realm of, James?
Lorcana!
Join the team as they cover all the highlights of bringing this amazing card game to life and wow the audience with exciting announcements. Houses Walt built, the Walt Disney Family Museum. See rare photos and hear intimate stories about Walt and Lillian Disney's Woking Way, Carolwood, and Smoke Tree Ranch homes with museum executive director Kirsten Komorowski and Carolwood miniature model maker Mark Hurt. And then the last thing that they have listed for Friday, Disney Lorcana speed puzzling team events. Piece together a perfect pastime and participate in Ravensburger's first ever speed puzzling event at D23. Guests will race to put together one of the 3 brand new Disney Lorcana 300-piece puzzles, with each competitor also taking a puzzle home at the end. These 1-hour-long speed puzzling events will take place on Friday, August 14th at the Ravensburger gaming area at 3 different times, 9:30, 11:30, and 5:30. Tickets will be available through Ravensburger and will be communicated to D23 ticket holders at a later date. So those sound like the panels from Friday. You think there'll be more?
Well, yeah, that's 6 panels. There's going to be more than 6 panels
throughout
the day on Friday. I mean, yeah. I had it around forever. I got rid of it not that long ago. I mean, there's probably 30 different panels going on Friday alone, or at least 20. You know what I mean?
From last year or for this year?
From like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Okay. I think they're just highlighting a few of them, maybe some that they already have locked in. I think there will be more than these 6 panels.
Right. Well, there was definitely some on Friday that I want to go to. So, Saturday,
then, like the ones that you mentioned earlier, the ones that are specifically in the afternoon, I think they're trying to give those people that bought afternoon tickets or people that didn't buy Honda Center tickets something worthwhile to stay around the convention center.
Well, that first thing was like a concert. It sounded like it was a concert.
Well, that's what they're calling it.
Yeah.
Well, and they're bringing in a bunch of Broadway people to do the singing and stuff. It sounds very cool, which is why I'm saying if you have the Honda Center tickets and you go to the Honda Center, you wouldn't see this. I think they're trying to provide something to the people that aren't at the Honda Center.
Yeah. Saturday, they've got Worlds of Tinkerbell, Neverland to Pixie Hollow. I don't need to read them all, or I don't need to read the whole description. Disney Marvel, A Legacy of Stories presented by M&M's. Disney style around the world, and great moments with Walt Disney. So they've only got 4 listed for Saturday. So there definitely has to be more coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Sunday, which we won't be there. The Disney Experiences Auction, Rare and Remarkable Finds, 101 Dalmatians 65th Anniversary, and Searching for the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. So there's only 3 listed. So definitely should be some more. So
see, I'd want to go to that Disney Experiences Auction. So it's an auction for things from the parks and stuff like that, which is what Disney Experiences are.
right.
But I can guarantee you I wouldn't have enough money to buy anything that's going to be at that auction.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see the stuff presented, and whatever little mock-up they have about the item.
Yeah, it says through live and online bidding, discover select verified pieces from Disney's theme parks and resorts that are ready for their next chapter with fans who treasure them most. Hosted by Brett Iwan, Disney fine artist, and the official voice of Mickey Mouse.
Freaking John Stamos is going to be in there and being like 100,000.
He's just going to buy everything. So he's going to back a truck up and just say, load it up. So yeah, it definitely should be some more to come. What's today? June 30th. Was it listed in here when they start going on? I don't want to say sale, but when you can start, because I saw online it was July 17th. As far as being able to make you go and you make your picks. I think they give you like a week.
Yeah, and there's really no need to like rush the system for that one, but I know we talked about it before on when that was going to take place. I don't remember what it is now. It's somewhere, I think, in July. So I think you've either got it or you're not far off.
And then from last year, if I remember right, when you were selected, you could take in like 6 people too, right?
I think you do have to tell them when you make your selection how many guests.
Okay.
And I don't know how that plays into whether or not you get the selection.
How many do we have going?
Well, on Friday, there's going to be the 3 of us.
Yep.
Calvin.
Yep.
Tyler, Hannah.
Teresa.
So that's 7. Is there anybody else that I'm missing?
I don't think so. And then same for Saturday, right? Oh, no. Tyler and Hannah aren't going to be there Saturday, right?
No, I think they only got the one day, I think.
And they're going to be at the parks on Saturday.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think on Saturday, it's just you, me, and Calvin.
And me and Teresa.
Oh, you and Teresa also.
Yeah.
I thought
James didn't get the Honda Center, and he's going to head to the parks afterward.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got 2-day passes, Friday and Saturday. Or 2 one-day passes.
And Tyler and Hannah only got one-day pass. Is that correct?
I think so.
Okay.
I need to check with him because I still need to send him money for that. And he still needs to transfer them to me. That deadline's coming up, isn't it?
July 2nd, ain't it?
Is it the 2nd?
I got an email about it not that long ago that was like, hey, if you haven't done this yet, you need to do it.
I need to reach out to Tyler.
I want to say July 2nd.
I knew it was July. I thought it was a little bit further.
Let's see. Don't forget badge transfers. Last chance, July 10th.
Oh, 10th.
July
okay.
10th.
Make sure your mailing address is updated by June 24th, which that has passed. Yeah, you have to.
What was June 24th?
The person that bought them needed to make sure that they had their mailing address up to date on their D23 account.
Okay.
By June 24th. Because the person that bought them is going to receive all of the physical badges.
Gotcha.
So the transferring is a digital transfer like we did a couple of years ago. So that way you can handle your own reservation selections for the panels independently from Tyler.
So you'll get, Cody, you'll get mine and Calvin's, right?
I'll get your physical badges, which I'll bring with me, of course. But I've already transferred digitally your badge as well as Calvin's, and both of you have accepted the transfer.
Yep. All right. So, that's coming up in about a month and 2 weeks, week and a half.
It does look like Tyler and Hannah just have their Friday.
Okay.
All
right. Well, let's talk about when I mentioned Pirates was closed, opened 2 days after we left. You guys mentioned something about it.
A couple of things opened a few days after you left. Pirates, Earl Sandwich.
Oh yeah. I was more bummed about Pirates. So.
Yep.
But yeah, it's got a new animatronic. What do you guys think?
I don't like it.
What don't you like?
I don't know. It just looks too. I don't know. I just like the old, the pirate just sitting there, just in a skeleton. I just feel like it's just not necessary. I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to, is it wasn't necessary. They wanted to show off this fancy projection mapped face technology because we've had projection faces in animatronics before, like at Frozen and the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train out in Walt Disney World, but those were projections with inside the head of the animatronic, and it was being projected to the face. This is different. There's a projector somewhere out in front, and it's mapped to this kind of blank face. So it's still a projection face, but it's a different kind of projection. It's supposed to be less bright. I mean, the old ones, they didn't look great. I still don't think this looks great. I think it's better than what projection faces they were using before, but again, like James said, just unnecessary, and it throws off the
storyline,
the story,
because there's a pirate
pirates yet.
Right, there's a section where it's done with the mirror and stuff, but where you go from the pirate to the skeleton by the octopus. So it kind of does throw the story off a little because it hasn't supposed to have happened yet,
right?
So but there, at that point where that pirate with the octopus is, there's really nothing showing why, like grabbing the treasure for the Aztec coin or whatever, to why he's becoming a skeleton or whatever. So I'm saving judgment till I actually see it in person. The point that I do like is they are trying to make improvements, but maybe it was an improvement they didn't need to make.
I just don't think it was an improvement that needed to be made. And I've heard someone online arguing that this improvement is for the younger generation. It's for kids, to make kids more engaged with the ride, especially in the earlier part with everything being so technology based these days.
Kids need to stop stepping off of Tiana's, and then they'll start catering to them.
Yeah. But I don't know. To me,
they need to put down their lily pads.
Yeah. and maybe it's better in person, but from the videos, it just seems so jarring at that point of the ride, because nothing else is really moving except for maybe a crab or a seagull moving its head. And then this guy's making all kinds of noise. And to me, and maybe it's better or different in person, but he just sounds like a monkey. He's just sitting there going, ooh, 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 oh, 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 oh. And he turns into a skeleton. And it's weird. It's jarring because it isn't a smooth transition. He starts to kind of go gray, and his skin starts kind of receding a little bit, and then it just snaps and he's a skeleton. And then because it's a ride and it's a loop and they have to do it again for the next boat or two boats down or whatever, he just kind of snaps from skeleton back into full flesh, and it just looks funky, I think. It's not smooth. It's not a great transition. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care for it. I feel like if they wanted to use this technology, they just needed to put it in one of numerous up-and-coming projects that they have. Put it in the Coco ride or something, and make them all that way, and that's all we know, and maybe it would work there. But having something so modern, such modern technology in a ride like that, where the animatronics are so old, well, they're probably not the original animatronics anymore, but they're made to still represent the style and the look that they were in the 60s, right?
They could have used it with the dinosaurs and the train, right?
And so I don't know. I'm not reserving judgment. I think it was unnecessary, and without seeing it in person, I might have different thoughts in person. Because again, same with the Walt Disney animatronic, right? They released the video footage before it actually opened. Everybody was up in arms, us included. And again, it's not a 1-for-1 likeness, even in person, but it's better than the video because the video was a close up.
Yeah.
So, and also with this Pirates of the Caribbean animatronic, with the videos, to me, there's a lack of depth to the face, to the projected face, because it's a shell, like, it's a molded animatronic head, and the projection mapping is on top of it. And then it doesn't look so bad when it's the flesh and he's alive, but when he snaps into being a skeleton, it looks like those like ski masks that you pull over your face that have like a picture on it. It looks like that with a skeleton face on it, like, because you can't see through it, where the dead space should be in a skeletal head. And so it just looks like someone's wearing like a ski mask with a picture of a skeleton on it, especially with the way it's lit, and it's a solid structure that is being projected onto where the dead space is. You can just tell that there's curvature and everything there where there shouldn't be. And to me, based on the video, makes it look inauthentic.
Agreed.
Yep. Yeah. Well, James will get to see it in August, so he'll have to let us know.
Yeah.
Yep.
He'll have to let us know.
And plus, when those things are not functioning, they just look real funky. I mean, you mentioned the previous version of them at the Frozen ride, and I've been on that ride where you come around and it's like, where's the face?
Yeah.
Because it's not working, and it's like, that just ruins everything. And it's funny because that technology that they had for Frozen has been there for so long, and they've actually gone and taken those out
and put in practical animatronic heads.
Exactly.
No projection, because people hated it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I really don't understand, because it's like, if people didn't like it or they had problems or whatever with the first version of it, like, is this second version that much better, or are they just going to have to refurbish this again in a couple of years and take it out? I just don't get it.
I think it's a cost saving thing. I'm sure it's cheaper to project a face onto an animatronic than make a practical, moving, realistic looking head that moves when the sound and everything is supposed to happen, rather than just projections. But
yeah,
I just think if you're going to do it good, do it right. And I just think a projection mapped face is never going to give the same effect as a real physical head with a real face on it.
Yep.
I mean, the animatronics throughout the rest of the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction are great. I mean, you can tell that, like, they're not as smooth moving and as fancy as, like the Na'vi shaman in the boat ride at Animal Kingdom and Avatar Land, or some of the crazy animatronics they have over in like some of the Asian parks. But yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see.
We'll
see. Cody did mention Earl Sandwich opening. It's third location now? No,
it's more than that.
Fourth.
It's, like
it's more than
sixth
that.
or seventh, isn't it?
At least fourth. Original location, then down on the east side, and then the temporary one, and then back to an original location, which is kind of in the same area as the original location.
Yeah, it was parked over to the side of the Star Wars store.
Yeah, and now it's back. Opened up Friday, I think. So we were already gone, didn't get a shot. I do like Earl Sandwich, so it would have been cool had it been open. We might have taken a walk down there, but
right after your cookies and
right after
Italian ice,
yeah.
Time to go in
They
for
are
a
good.
sandwich.
Sanchico, Italian ice, cookies,
Earl of Sandwich.
the Kings,
Oh,
or
the
the Hawaiian
Kings.
Kings rolls, and then over to Earl Sandwich. So yeah, it'll be open. Probably give it a try in August, because when me and Calvin get there, we'll get there on Thursday. We'll probably head down. If we don't make it into Disneyland that day, hang out in downtown Disney at least. So
Are you trying to go into the park that Thursday?
possibly.
They're going. There you go.
It's
Thursday's not
Thursday's
too
cheaper
bad.
than Sunday. So that's why it just depends on when we can leave here Wednesday and if we decide to drive from here all the way to Anaheim. Right now, I keep checking every other day for tickets. Right now, the tickets for both of us would be $650.
Yeah, the flights are expensive right now.
Yeah, cheaper for the gas. If it got to the point where it's the same price as we would pay for gas, then I'll buy the ticket and then we'll get there Wednesday night. So we'll just have to get a hotel. That might be expensive, or we'll fly in early Thursday, and then just head to the hotel, drop our bags off.
Because you plan on being there Thursday at present, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I think we'll be there around like 5 or so.
Okay. And you're flying
on
in, right?
Thursday. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think our flight's not until 3, which would be 2 in California. So maybe we'll actually be there closer to 4 when we land, and we're coming into Long Beach. So
we will be heading down to downtown Disney just to look around if that's the only thing we get to do.
I know. I'm pretty sure Tyler was wanting to go to Din Tai Fung Thursday, and whoever wanted to come with.
Okay.
I definitely want to go there. I have not been there yet.
I haven't been there yet either.
Me either.
I hear great things about it.
So I'm going to get a chance to use our first, got a new feature here on where we record. There's a new downtown Disney sign. Did you guys see it? Do you remember what the old one looked like?
I do not.
Like the logo.
Well, is the old one still? Is the old one still there over by the parking lot?
I don't know, because I got this from somebody who posted it on Facebook. I threw it up on the screen for you to see, but it looks like the old Disneyland entry logo.
Cool.
Just says downtown Disney.
This is over on this the side of the Earl Sandwich building, right?
Yes, I
from
believe
those
so.
New entry points over by the Disneyland Hotel.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, that's what
I think the sign looks cool. It's nice, clean.
Yeah, I like the sign.
So I love that sign. In fact, I kind of stole it a long time ago when I had a family blog. Instead of Disneyland, it said Cullyland, and that was like the name of our family blog. So
I remember that.
Yeah. So I do like that picture or that logo. So, and then I think the last thing in the parks, did I send you guys the new Disneyland evening tickets?
You didn't. I had it bookmarked to bring up, and I saw you added it to the.
Go ahead if you want to talk about it. I've been talking for a long time.
So it was announced just today, this afternoon, that Disney has put out a promotion, I guess, if you will, a limited time. I guess they're calling it an after dark. Are they calling it after dark? Evening.
I see just evening ticket. Yeah,
evening ticket. And so basically, what this is, for a limited time, a ticket option which is valid for a single park admission on Sundays through Wednesdays from July 12th through August 5th. Tickets are available for purchase beginning today, June 30th. Admission begins at 5 p.m. for California Adventure and 7 p.m. for Disneyland Park.
Pretty much
park reservations are required for this ticket.
Yeah, DCA closes at 10, Disneyland at 12, so you get 5 hours.
Right.
So
not
a bad deal.
Did I mention the price? I'm sure I did. It's $59.
Yeah.
For 5 hours.
So people who are blocked out or whatever, or just want to go for the evening for a little while, definitely more than I used to pay as a kid to get in for the whole day, but $59, you get 5 hours of Disneyland time. So yeah.
I mean, I guess if you were close enough to take advantage of it, here and there, and you didn't have a pass or your pass was blocked out and you really wanted to go, spend an evening. It's not a bad option. If I were in that boat, local enough, didn't have a pass, or my pass was blocked, I might take advantage of that a couple of times.
Yep.
And now I wonder, hear me out. I wonder if this is like a test for a evening annual pass.
Ooh.
How popular is this ticket? How many people are going to buy it? And will they come out with an annual pass that is only good after, say, 5 p.m.
at a certain time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That would be interesting.
a lot of locals would probably purchase that. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it wouldn't make sense for
No.
myself or you.
Nope.
Probably not even for James, being 4 to 4.5 hours
It'd
away.
be a local for people that are like, I never go early in the morning.
Right.
I go after work, or I go on a Saturday, but I'm never there before 2 o'clock in the afternoon because I have a life. You know, you do your grocery, not in a bad way, but it's like you do your grocery shopping, your chores. I go in the evening because that's when I have time, you know.
Yeah. Which is
I go for dinner, a show, I go home.
Before the reservation system, a lot of locals who had annual passes would do that. They would come, they would come in the park to go shopping or grab a bite to eat and then leave.
Right.
So,
and then when the reservation system was a thing, which technically you still have to make a reservation, but it's almost kind of pointless now. You would be if you weren't planning on coming into the evening, you still had to have a reservation for the whole day, and now you're preventing people that potentially want to be there a whole day from being able to obtain those reservations when you only plan on walking in at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, you plan on walking at 6. Something happens, earlier in the day, you can't make it. Now you got to strike against you because it's too late to cancel for the day. So yeah.
I mean, I could see them doing it. Like, if it performs well, what does it hurt them? I mean, you the only thing is they'd have to figure out a capacity thing. So I don't know, that could be a little bit tricky because you don't want to be able to say, hey, these people can come in the evening, have a whole bunch of people flood in, and then you have to like cut people off.
Yeah, you can't get in because there's too many people inside the park.
Right.
So, and I've had that happen to me before. Back before the reservation system, I would leave Disneyland and walk over to DCA, and then when I try to come back to Disneyland, they're like, "Oh, well, park's full. You can't get back in." I was only out there maybe 15, 20 minutes because
folks, the moose out front should have told you.
People start to leave, but so that's how we got Disney parks. We did have a couple television and movie things. I'm saving the Toy Story 5 story for our Talking Disney podcast fantasy movie draft update.
Is there a story there for Toy Story 5?
There is. I'll talk about it in a minute. But a few things. Avatar: Fire and Ash is now streaming on Disney Plus.
That one took a while.
Yeah, it was June 24th. I think I had marked down.
That sounds about right.
And then a new short was announced, Lilo and Stitch Scratch, that will be releasing along with the movie Hexed when that comes out in November.
I still need to watch the second Avatar.
Me too. Maybe we should do Avatar episodes.
Yeah, let's do it.
So that's the television and movie stuff. Cody, you had the people one marked down.
Yes.
You want to mention her?
Yes. So a bit of sad news, and it relates a little bit with the Lilo and Stitch that Jason just talked about. Her name, I'm assuming it's Davy Chase. She was the voice actress of Lilo from the animated Lilo and Stitch movie. She was also the girl in the horror movie The Ring, if anybody's seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Same girl, but she sadly passed away on June 17th at the age of only 35.
Yep. Did it say why? How?
It was announced
it's
today.
Been ruled natural causes, but AIDS.
Yeah. The official cause of death for former child star Davy Chase is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS with chronic polysubstance use. So polysubstance, is that drugs? I don't know what that is. I was going to Google it.
Sounds like drugs.
What is polysubstance use? Let's see what it tells me. A polysubstance use is consumption of more than one drug or substance, either simultaneously or within a short time frame. So, could be any combination of illegal medications, illicit drugs, alcohol, or over the counter. So, that was the cause of death. Yeah, very sad.
Yep, that's unfortunate.
But yeah, that was June 17th. That was before we actually left. I was getting ready to go and had all kinds of. I felt bad for Maddie because I had a lot of other things on my mind, getting ready to go to. And then she was like, "Hey, did you hear this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I heard it. Kind of, whatever." So, but I felt bad for her because she seemed upset about it. So,
I did also want to mention, back in our Disney Parks news, it got glossed over a little bit. But on June 23rd, the Disneyland and Walt Disney World apps had an update. And a part of that update, for some people that use Disney gift cards, this was a long awaited feature. You can now store Disney gift cards within like the app's wallet. And use it as a default payment method. So before, you could use Disney gift cards to either mobile checkout or mobile order. It was an accepted form of payment in the app, but you had to enter the the gift card number and the EAN number on the back of the card. So it's a 6-digit code, 16-digit number, and an 8-digit number every time you wanted to use the gift card to make some sort of purchase within the app. So now you can actually store the card in the app and save it as a default payment method, which is really nice because Lucy and I use Disney gift cards a lot when we go to the parks. Like every weekend when we go to the grocery store, I go to Sam's. Sam's has generally a 5% discount on gift cards. And so I go every week and I buy gift cards from Sam's Club and save a little bit of money on gift cards. And then we use that whenever we go to the parks, whether it's to buy our tickets, to buy food, to buy merchandise, because we're getting a little bit more bang for our buck because the gift cards were all discounted. But I always had to like have yeah. That's big brain energy right there. But it was, we were saving money, so it was worth it, but it was kind of a pain in the butt every time we wanted to use it within the app. I had all the gift card numbers stored in like my notes app on the phone, and I had to copy and paste it in every time I wanted to use it. Now I can just, I can load up a gift card, which a gift card can hold up to $1,000. And I can just store a gift card that has $1,000 on there, and then it'll just use that every time we make a purchase.
So are you buying a $1,000 gift card every Saturday? That's awesome.
I buy 150 every time I go to the store, and then I combine them. You go to DisneyGiftCard.com and you can combine them into one.
Into one, yeah. So this is what Cody said about that. Where'd it go?
Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, I was very excited for that update. Yeah. So,
all right, before Cody gets to his last thing, James, did you have anything that you came across that we didn't mention?
I don't think so. I'm just trying to buy tickets to D23 baseball game that Wednesday. Oh, yeah. So if I seem a little distracted, it's because I'm buying tickets to that game right now.
Did the tickets just go on sale for that, or have they been on sale?
No, they've been on sale for a while. I've just never bought them.
So you're committing to just being down there the whole week?
I am committing to being down there the whole week.
Wow, your boss actually gave you the time off, huh?
Well, probably not. I'll probably have to drive back, or who knows what I'll have to do.
All right, and then Cody, I think you got the last bit of news. You had an update for us.
Yeah, so I've mentioned once or twice that I'm going to Walt Disney World in September for a couple of days, and then immediately preceding 2 days at Walt Disney World, we're going on a 7-night cruise on the Disney Treasure with Tyler and his girlfriend Hannah, and we're going to Mexico, the Caribbean, the Bahamas, Jamaica. So that'll be a lot of fun. This trip seems to just be getting more expensive and longer.
Are you going to Universal?
All those gift cards you're buying, it's going to be a piece of cake, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to Universal?
No.
Did Jason guess it?
It was talked about, but no. we're not at the moment. There is no plan to go to Universal.
Because you're doing the not so scary. You're doing the not so scary thing, right?
Yes, I believe I've already mentioned that. We did buy tickets to Not So Scary, the Halloween party, and that'll be the night before we get on the cruise. Now, since we've last recorded, Tyler texted me one Saturday, and he's like, "Hey, did you see the time of our flight changed coming home, and it is now like 15 minutes earlier than what Disney recommends the earliest flight should be that you could comfortably take, getting off the ship, getting to the airport, and then leaving to go wherever you go. Disney recommends you shouldn't be taking a flight out after you get off the ship any earlier than 11 a.m. We originally bought an 11:30 flight, and it got pushed up to 11:15 once already, and we're like, okay, that's all right. And then we got another update a couple of weeks ago, and it is now 10:45 or 10:44. And I was like, that's strange. I did not get an email about that flight change, but I logged into my Delta app, and sure enough, it had the updated time on there. I was like, why did I not get an email about this? Tyler got an email about it, and he didn't even book direct with Delta. He booked it through his credit card's travel portal.
Did they say why?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Anyways, I ended up getting an email later that day, hours later, that, hey, your flight's been updated earlier time. And so it's been changed, from the time that it was previously. It's at 11:15. It's a 31-minute difference, which Delta considers a minor change. And anything under an hour, if we wanted to change flights for whatever reason, they consider that a voluntary change, and we're subject to paying the difference of whatever the original flight was compared to the new flight. And I talked to 4 or 5 different Delta agents and spent about 3.5 hours trying to figure all this out, because now we want a direct flight because we've had issues with layovers, and Tyler and Hannah were also wanting a direct flight. There were no more direct flights anytime later that day on that Saturday that we're getting off the ship that weren't completely booked. So that forced us to looking at now coming home on Sunday, the day after we get off the ship, and which now means we have to spend another night. We got another hotel, so now we're spending a night at Coronado Springs, which added like $300 to the cost of this trip. That's already over $8,000 or $9,000 at this point.
And you're saving that 5% on those gift cards.
No kidding. And yeah, it took forever because it was going to be several $100s for this new flight. Because fuel cost jet fuel has gotten expensive because of everything going on with Iran and all kinds of crap. And so I was going back and forth with Delta. I talked to 4 or 5 different people. I said, it is not my fault I am changing the flight. I booked a flight that I knew I could make. Now you've changed the flight time on me after I booked, and I can no longer guarantee that I can make it there in time with getting off the ship. And like the port's like 45 minutes to an hour away from the airport and everything. And it's like, if for whatever reason the ship is delayed clearing customs, like I can't guarantee that I can make it on a flight earlier than 11 a.m. And granted, it's a 16-minute difference between 10:44 and 11, but I can't guarantee I'll be there in time, especially with the way the Orlando airport is sometimes and how busy they get and how slow TSA can be. And who knows, by that point we could be in the middle of another government shutdown and there'll be half as many TSA workers. So it's like you just don't know, right? And it's like I can't guarantee I can make the flight. So it's not a voluntary change on my end. It's not a minor change. It may be minor compared to Delta. It is not minor. Now I have to stay the night, this, that, and the other. And so, like I said, I was back and forth with Delta for about 3.5 hours. I talked to four or five different agents. Eventually pled my case to the right person that was able to put in an exception and was allow me to change the flight without having to pay them any extra money. So
nice.
So that was my update. I am now spending yet another night at I won't be in the park at this point in time. But
right. Not yet, anyways.
We will be spending the night at another Disney resort after
Stay
getting off
tuned for the
ship.
next episode of the Talking Disney podcast, where Cody announces that they just bought tickets for that day.
So,
and then they couldn't just go one day, so they pushed their flight back to Tuesday. They're going to spend 3 days after the cruise in the parks.
No, I got to get back to work at some point. But anyways, that's my update. Because they moved the flight by 31 minutes, I now am staying at Coronado Springs Resort after getting off the boat, and we're flying. It's like a 7 a.m. flight or something.
Oh, okay.
Sunday morning. So
All
it'll
right.
be an early morning, especially, Orlando says that you should get there 3 hours early. But
Wow. And your flight leaves at 7?
yeah, 7:10, something like that.
Okay. Be a long day.
It will be a long day.
Yeah.
But we'll get home at a good time, be able to kind of relax, get things situated before going back to work on Monday. So,
Nice.
All right.
anyways, that was my update.
I thought you were going to go to Universal.
Well, Lucy brought it up.
Wait till next episode. Maybe that's what they're doing.
The last time it was talked about, we had decided against it because we wouldn't be able to be there when the park opened. And we figured, if we can't like rope drop and be able to like kind of maximize our time, is it worth? Because by the time we get off the ship and to the hotel, because we have the transfer from the ship to the hotel and then have to go over to Universal, like it's going to be 1 o'clock at best before we get over there. So it's just like, we'll hang out with Tyler and Hannah in Disney Springs for the afternoon, have a nice dinner or whatever, either in Disney Springs or at one of the many restaurants at any number of Walt Disney World hotels, and just kind of chill before flying home early the next morning. So,
Well, all right.
yeah, I thought I'd get more of a reaction out of you guys, and maybe you were confused, but I had sent that text that I think it was that Saturday after I got all this crap finalized between dealing with Delta, finding a hotel, and we're staying at Coronado Springs, by the way. It's a moderate resort. It's because it was the cheapest option available for that night. So
It's a nice hotel. That's the one I think I've stayed there twice.
you stayed there when I booked your trip, when we were all supposed to go together, and then it ended up just being some of your family. But
So did you send us a text or something that we didn't pick up on? Or
I sent a text. It was like a picture or a GIF or something like that, and it says, "I'm going to Disney World," and then I put in there like, "Again, I've got an update to share the next time we record." Which,
I must have missed it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
yeah, nobody said anything about it, and then eventually somebody else said something else, and then the conversation just kept going. I was like, "Oh, okay."
It's like, I guess no one cares.
I was like, I just told him I was going to Disney World again this year.
I might have looked and be like, yeah, I know you're going to Disney World on Saturday before your cruise.
Well, and then I said like again in parentheses and said I have updates to share.
What day was that?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Since we last recorded, I'd have to look.
Was it the Saturday when we were traveling down to Disneyland?
Gosh, I don't know. We text so freaking much. I'd have to scroll back.
Why am I scrolling through and seeing this tattoo on Cody's back?
Oh, my tramp stamp?
How was Supergirl, by the way?
It was okay.
Just okay?
It was just okay. Superman was better. This was just okay.
I'm a little concerned with what they're doing with the DC universe.
I see it. Yeah.
To me, it felt very, I don't know. James Gunn has a very particular style. And to me, it worked really well with Guardians. And it's probably because it's what he did first. And so that's what I attribute it to. But now, like, especially with this, like some of the font, the text that would be on screen sometimes when you would go to a different planet, it's just like, it just looks like Guardians of the Galaxy to me. And she's listening to music on like it's an iPod, but she's got like some like 80s headphones on. And it's just like, I just feel like he's trying to make everything the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
You sent it Saturday, June 13th.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to Disney. And then again, after getting off the cruise, got updates to share next time we record. Then James texted about 2 hours later, have you guys heard anything about Plaza M being closed? And then we kind of went off.
Bummed it's closed that week.
But yeah, that's the day I was dealing with other stuff that day, so I wasn't very talkative about it, I don't think. So
yeah. Yes. So
right.
Yeah. Anyways.
And Plaza Inn is still not, they must be closing.
Must
be closing
be
for that week.
Yeah. All right, we got we're going to skip our movie review this week. We're going to talk about Onward, but we'll save that for our next episode.
Okay.
But we do have a Talking Disney podcast fantasy movie draft update, which I'm going to combine with the story about Toy Story 5 from the Walt Disney Company website. I'm just going to read a little bit out of here. Toy Story 5 soars to the biggest global opening of 2026 and the second biggest domestic animated debut ever. Disney and Pixar's Toy Story 5, the fifth chapter in one of the most beloved franchises in movie history, pulled in an estimated $312 million worldwide in its debut this weekend, including $160 million domestically and $152 million overseas. Whew. The film, which reunites Woody, Buzz Lightyear, Jessie, and the rest of the gang as they come face-to-face with LilyPad, a brand new tablet, marked the biggest global opening of 2026 and the second largest animated debut of all time domestically, behind another Pixar film, 2018's The Incredibles 2. It's the biggest opening weekend in franchise history, domestically, internationally, and globally. So,
man, I think you might win this thing.
So, on to our update. I still don't think I'm going to win, but
you still got Hex coming. I don't know. Hex looks okay.
Yeah, we got a trailer for that since the last time we recorded.
We
also.
did.
Yeah, and it looks all right.
So, just a quick recap of what our fantasy movie draft is. On episode 197, The Bear and the Bow, we held our first annual Talking Disney podcast fantasy movie draft. Each of us selected 3 movies that were being released in 2026 that fall under the Disney umbrella. Throughout the year, we will track the opening weekend dollar totals, domestic and international, and at the end of the year, whichever host movies earn the most money will be declared the winner. James started out the year with Hoppers, which pulled in $88 million. He then had the second movie of the year, which was The Devil Wears Prada.
2.
Which pulled in $233.6 million, giving him a total so far of $321,600,000. He still has Avengers Doomsday coming out in December 18th.
Yeah, he's going to kill us all with that one.
Cody
I hope that one just smokes everybody.
It's going to.
It's going to. Cody drafted Moana, which comes out July 10th, Spider-Man Brand New Day, which comes out July 31st, and The Dog Stars.
Excellent.
Which comes out August 28th. So his movies are still upcoming.
Yeah, I haven't had any yet. You both have two in the bank so far.
Yeah. So I pulled in The Mandalorian and Grogu, which came in at $163 million. I was kind of hoping it did a little more. But then Toy Story 5, which came out June 19th. I was hoping for $250 million, I think I said last episode.
Yep. I think that's what I remember.
It got 312, so it far exceeded what I was hoping. And I'm sitting at right now $475 million, about 59
So
million.
I need Avengers to do 150 million plus whatever Hex did in order to beat you.
And then
we'll see what Cody does, because I think Moana has potential to do quite a bit. I know Spider-Man does. I mean, what did you say the projections were right now, Cody? Like 220, 230?
I think somewhere around there. Plus, I think the safe bet is 220, 230.
I mean, so Spider-Man is just a great franchise, especially with Tom Holland in there. I mean, he's the perfect Spider-Man, I think.
And what were the projections for Toy Story 5 before it came out? It wasn't 250. Because I think I was above the projections I was hoping for.
I think it was around 200.
200.
I want to say it was like 180 or something like that. 180, 190, 200 maybe.
So it far exceeded their expectations too. So
it's the Taylor Swift effect.
I don't know about that. I haven't seen it yet.
It's hard to deny it now.
I don't even know how many times I've listened to that song.
I don't think it's the Taylor. I mean, it may be a good song in the movie, but I think it would have did well without it. There's no one I have
don't
seen
know
on
about
social
that.
media said I only went to see Toy Story 5 because Taylor Swift was singing in it.
Sorry, I need to go update my Facebook status real quick.
So you guys have seen it. I have not. I've had a busy last 12 days. It came out. We left on the 19th. It came out on the 18th on that Thursday. And we were leaving town.
Yeah.
I was trying to go see. I was like, maybe we could see it in Phoenix while we're there. I knew we couldn't go see it in Anaheim because we just had too much going on in Phoenix. She ended up having the PM waves for her volleyball game, so we didn't get done till like 8 or 9 every night. So we haven't seen it. I plan on seeing it this weekend, but without any spoilers, what do you guys think? As far as, because we all know our opinions on Toy Story 1 through 4. They could have stopped at 3, but since they did 4, okay.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5. What do you think?
We go back and listen to our last episode if you haven't, because we talked in depth about Toy Story 4, which is kind of a good segue into then going in and watching Toy Story 5, because kind of the post original Toy Story trilogy was fresh on my mind going into Toy Story 5.
What did I rate Toy Story 4?
Oh,
You want to know my thoughts without any spoilers?
I'd have to look.
We haven't talked about Toy Story 4, right?
Toy Story 4?
Yeah, we talked about Toy Story 4 our last episode.
Oh, that's right. We did. Yeah.
We gave our ratings
so long
and all
ago.
that stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what
Toy Story 4, James, you gave a 89.
89. So here's my thoughts without giving any spoilers. And I don't know if it'll make sense. It probably won't make a whole lot of sense, and maybe I'll just have to elaborate later. I feel like if we were to record after watching Toy Story 5, I think my rating for Toy Story 4 would be significantly lower. Those are my thoughts of Toy Story 5.
So are you saying you liked Toy Story 5 better than Toy Story 4?
No. I'm saying, to me, I feel
Toy Story 4 is even more irrelevant now than it was before.
I feel like it's starting to tarnish the legacy of Toy Story 5, I believe. The only good thing, not the only good thing, I shouldn't say that, but one of the best things about Toy Story 5 is Taylor Swift's song.
Which plays during the credits.
We were discussing that too on where
we were discussing that. We didn't think that it would be a credit song, but it definitely is a credit song.
Well, because they basically lied to us.
Sorry.
That's fine.
The creators, directors, whoever it was, basically said before the movie came out that it was before Taylor Swift was officially confirmed that she had a song, but they were like, if she had a credit song, we'd know about it. But anyways.
Right.
No, I feel like the movie, like, there's a lot of good reviews for the movie. I don't know that mine's necessarily going to be one of them. Not that it's necessarily a bad movie. I just I start looking at the collection of the 5 movies all together, and I feel more like they should have just ended with number 3. They should have just ended it the way that they did. It should have been done. To me, it's starting to feel more like a cash grab by Disney, which is not bad. I mean, they're a business. They're in business to get money. And obviously they had the second best animated opening ever. It sounds like the best opening so far for 2026.
They got their cash.
As I watch the movie, I feel like it negatively affects the legacy of Toy Story. And I think that if I were to have watched this before I rated Toy Story 4, I think I would have rated Toy Story 4 a little bit less, just because I would be a little jaded, I think. Those are my thoughts.
All right.
I can't elaborate too much more without like doing some different spoilers and stuff.
I can cover my ears.
Yeah.
What about you, Cody?
I think that, in my opinion, that this is the weakest Toy Story out of 5. It's definitely 5th. And I think I don't know if it was in our Toy Story 4 episode or our Toy Story 3 episode, but somewhere I mentioned that Toy Story is very clearly Woody's story.
Yes.
And this movie is not about Woody. Woody is there, and again, that was another question we had going into this movie. Like, how are they going to play off bringing Woody back in? Is it going to feel justified? And we can get into more of that after Jason's seen the movie. But this movie was not about Woody, and I think that hurts the movie. Because
Agreed.
all the other movies, 1 through 4, even 4, were about Woody and his journey with Andy or Bonnie or what have you, himself finding himself, pretty much in every movie, 1 through 4, Woody's learned something about himself, who he is, what his purpose is. And you don't have any of that in Toy Story 5 because they've shifted the narrative. It is no longer about Woody. And I think it's very clear with the promotion with Taylor Swift's song and everything. And Tim Allen had said it in post-release interviews. This movie is Jesse's story.
Yes.
And we all know James is not a fan of Jesse.
And you know what? I think as you say that, I think that becomes an easy talking point of why I don't like the movie. The reality is this movie actually makes me like Jesse a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
Like I actually watched this movie and thought, you know what? I'm actually not as annoyed by Jesse.
I was a little harsh on Jesse earlier.
Yeah, no, I feel like maybe that I was, but overall, especially given some of the things that Cody has said, are what make me not really care for the movie all that much. But for the character of Jesse, I do believe, like halfway during the movie, I started thinking to myself, you know what? I think, like you just said, Jason, like I feel like I've been a little too harsh on Jesse, and it was still a good, it's still a good story. It's still a good movie, and I'll let Cody continue his thoughts.
I definitely think that there were some things in this movie that worked, and that there were things in this movie that I liked. Some of the story elements I liked, some of them I didn't care for. There were new characters I liked, new characters I didn't like as much. Some things I felt made sense, some things I felt didn't make sense. And the technology, the technology that they're debuting with, some of like how high tech some of these toys are, the lily pad tablet, some of the things that it can do. Like it's not like the leapfrog I had as a kid, right? It's a leapfrog blended with an iPad, basically.
Yeah.
You don't have to put the little cartridge in it like you had to do in your
right. I mean, this lily pad in the movie it can connect to Wi-Fi. It has its own social media platform built in.
Basically an iPad for little kids.
Right. With social media and everything. And so just like the timeline of, like, we know Andy was born in 1989. That we know. And based on how old Andy would be going off to college, this, that, and the other, how long, this movie takes place since the toys have been in Bonnie's care. We know roughly what year this movie takes place. And the type of technology and stuff that they're displaying in these toys wasn't really around.
Right.
In what year this movie should be taking place. The technology and the toys, how high tech they are, is like today's technology. I mean, you've got, I don't want to spoil it too much, but there's like a new version of like the Buzz action figure, and it does like some crazy stuff, and it's like, okay, that's only been relevant for like the last few years. So there's some things like that where it's just like, it seemed like they were just trying to put stuff in because they were trying to really hone in the whole tech, toys versus tech thing, but it almost went a little heavy handed, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
But
we'll be able to talk about it in a little more detail next week or next episode.
It wasn't a bad movie. I mean, it made $300-something million.
Yeah, and I don't want to make it sound like it's a bad movie either. I just feel...
And there were some moments with Jesse, like, when her Pixar moment comes around, right? I don't think it was as strong of a Pixar moment as some other moments in other films. But I got a little emotional. I didn't get as emotional as I wanted to be. I wanted to like have my heart ripped out. And for me, I didn't get there. I felt like it could have been a stronger moment, but there were some things I felt were a little gimmicky, specifically between Buzz and Jesse, but again, just like laying on some things a little too thick sometimes. But overall, it was a good movie. But it comes in 5th place out of 5.
Cool.
For Toy Stories.
Cool. Yeah, we will hopefully check. Definitely check it out this weekend. I have
it's
a 3-day
worth watching.
Weekend, so
I don't want to like tarnish you going into it.
Oh, yeah, if you guys both said it sucked and I never want to see it again, I would still go see it. So you're good.
Yeah. And I will watch Toy Story 6 when it comes out as well.
When they come out, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no way that we won't have a Toy Story 6 at this point.
No.
And then hopefully they call it good. So
yeah, hopefully so. They really should have just ended at 3. They should.
Well, I feel like these characters are aging. Tim Allen did an interview where he said that he had a voice coach, like a dialect coach or whatever, to make Buzz sound less old because Tim Allen's just getting older, right?
Sound like he sounded 25, 30 years ago.
30 years ago. Yeah. And to me, knowing that, like I had seen that interview before going into this movie. And so I was just aware of things like that. I thought Buzz sounded fine, but where I heard old was actually in Jesse with Joan Cusack. To me, Jesse sounds like an old Joan Cusack.
Like she should have got a voice coach.
Yeah. And I know like Jessie's a little bit more gravelly. She's got a little bit more rasp to her voice, but she always has. But yeah, to me, that was something that I noticed, knowing that, someone like Tim Allen had to work on that specifically. It almost seemed like, then we should have sent the voice coach on down to work with Joan as well.
Yep.
And that's like a super nitpicky thing. I don't think most people would pick up on that, but I mean, you don't have Don Rickles anymore, even though he had a couple of lines in there. And I just feel like, why even bother having Mr. Potato Head in there anymore? Because it's just not the same. Well, you can't have fresh dialogue from Don Rickles. And the original gang was hardly in this movie. They were so far removed. The ones that are still around anyways, and it just felt a little like, I want to see Rex. I want to see Ham. I want to see the Potato Heads. And we don't get that anymore because the voice actors aren't around. They've written the characters out, what have you,
Yep.
I feel like the style of the movie when they were doing the play sequences was not like it's been in the other movies.
Oh,
either,
yeah.
Right? And that was something that was to me, it was really off-putting. It was like, because I love the other movies when they do the play sequences,
because they're almost hyper-realistic.
They're like hyper-realistic, and the kids are playing with the toys, and it's cool to see that. And in this movie, it was like every time they did a play sequence, it's like, why are they styling it like that?
Yeah,
like I really did not like that.
Looks like they're being drawn with crayon. It's on a white backdrop.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that either.
I didn't care for that at all. So,
all right. Well, next episode, I'll let you tell me what you guys really think.
I can't wait for you to see it. You got to stay through the credits.
Me too. Oh, I always do. So.
Yeah, there are two. There's like a mid credit and an end credit.
Yeah, I often stay through credits even when there's not one there, just to make sure there's not one there. So
I was disappointed with the end credit too. I mean, the mid credit was funny. The end credit was like, really, I stay for that?
Yeah,
like, that was ridiculous. You got to stay. You got to stay for the entire, all the way to the very bitter end.
Before I get to, we're done, but before I get to our social media thing, I just came across Disney Plus, Facebook. Experience the stories and attractions that embody the spirit of America. stream the ABC News special Disney Celebrates America: The Pursuit of Happiness, now on Disney Plus and Hulu. That was from a couple hours ago. So was that something they did live on ABC and now it's on Disney Plus?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it's getting some good reviews. So check it out on Disney Plus.
Also on Disney Plus, the newest season of Behind the Attraction is now up on Disney Plus. It came out.
I will have to check that out.
Like, I think last Wednesday or something like that.
Okay. All right. Speaking of social media, I'm not going to read them all off because we have a link tree. If you want to check out our social media and our email addresses, you can go to linktr.ee/Talking Disney Podcast.
We got to turn that into a song.
QR code somewhere over here.
Yeah, somewhere. Cody will point to it. Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, our email, talkingdisneypodcast@gmail.com, and our website, www.talkingdisneypodcast.com. You'll also find our individual email addresses, which are pretty easy because they're Jason, James, or Cody. And then follow that off with @talkingdisneypodcast.com.
So custom domain.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, James.
We only use to talk with each other.
Yeah. So shoot us an email. Tell us what you think of the show ideas, thoughts on Toy Story 5 or other movies. If you send it to me, don't put any spoilers in there yet.
Questions, comments, concerns, trivia.
Everything. Yeah.
Watch us on YouTube. I have like the last 6 episodes up on YouTube. So I'm hoping to keep that going. So Riverside, the platform which we record on, which I also use to do the YouTube editing, just recently did an update and changed some things on the video editing. So the last couple of episodes up on YouTube have actually taken me a little bit longer than they had because I'm having to like relearn the things I already knew how to do. Yeah. But
updates are good, but sometimes you're like, man, I just got used to doing it that way, and now I gotta figure it out.
You get in a groove, and then it's like, okay, I don't know where anything is now.
Yeah. All right,
but yeah, we are up on YouTube. If you like to, like a video podcast, our last 6 episodes and random older ones are on there when either James or I have had a little stint of getting 1 or 2 up there, here or there.
Yep.
But the last 6 are up, and I hope to keep that going.
Nice.
They're not as structured released. Like Jason is pretty on top of getting the audio out for people. The YouTube video could be a week to 2 weeks behind the audio edition, but I am trying to get them all up. So if you like that version, video version, where you can see our faces, see what we might be sharing on screen, definitely take a look at our YouTube channel, share that with your friends, subscribe so you can watch future video podcasts when they come out. We would really appreciate that.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's all we got, guys. No breaking news. We won't record before the 4th of July weekend, so happy 4th of July out there to you.
Yes, I wore my shirt with fireworks on it.
250th year.
The biquincentennial isn't that what he says?
Something like that, yeah.
The sesquicentennial.
I don't know.
Biquincentennial. I think that's what Patrick Warburton says in the
it's
Soarin'.
It's 50 years since the last big one, so
which would be the bicentennial. So this is the biquincentennial.
Okay.
I think it's something a little bit different. It's like the sesquicentennial or something like that.
I don't think
it might be the bisesqua. There's a sesqua in there.
It's a semi-quincentennial.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Semi-quin. So there's no sesqua in there.
So let me see. I can. There you go. Share. It should be up on your screen.
Semi-quincentennial.
Where does it say it?
On July 4th, 2026, United States celebrates its semi-quincentennial.
I feel like that's not what Patrick says in the intro to the new Soarin', but maybe that is what he says. So
maybe he says it so fast and says it in his voice. So I did get to go on Soarin' over California when I was there. Excited for that. Bummed that I'm gonna miss Soarin' across America. So
I'll see it in Florida when we're there.
Yeah. James will see it in August.
August.
He can tell us all about it.
August 9th.
Yep. All right. Well, let's get out of here. Thanks for listening. It's good to be back after 23 days.
Yes. Thank you for listening. We appreciate each and every one of you.
So stay tuned for next episode, Toy Story 5. We'll talk a little more about and hopefully have time to get to Onward.
Yes.
So,
we should.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we have. And thank you again. And until next time, we will talk to you later. Bye.
See ya.
See you real soon.
All right.